It is red here at Golden Square. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who are here in person and those of you who are online, I am Kay McConney. I'm the candidate for St. Philip West and your co-chair for tonight. So I see you, St. Philip West. You know, we say tonight that we are launching the manifesto of the Barbados Labour Party, but in truth, it is really our manifesto. Because it is a manifesto that we have said that should you give us the opportunity on February 11th to continue in strong leadership, that we want to do this with you. That is why this manifesto is a covenant with the people. You know, tonight in Golden Squares, you're going to hear a lot of stories. When the Prime Minister called us to Golden Square, she could have called us anywhere across Barbados to launch this manifesto tonight. But she did it in a place of the people. She did it in a place that was open just the night, just very shortly before we evolved our identity into a republic. Because the intention here is to continue to empower people to rise. You have heard many stories. You heard of our red record. I am not going to speak about the red record tonight because tonight is about the manifesto. But what I can tell you about that red record is I want you to read it. I want you to hold it up. I want you to love it up. I want you to big it up because we should be proud of the record of this Barbados Labour Party. Lord. We have stayed the course with this country through all kinds of calamity, from the financial mess to disease and the disease of COVID, to floods, to demonstration, to all kinds of climate action that give us a hard lash in the front side and the back side of our fishing industry. But where we want to go, what this manifesto is about, is not only where we have come from, but more fundamentally about where this Barbados Labour Party wants to take Barbados. And I want to tell you in the few minutes I have here about the reindustrialization of Barbados. We have become accustomed to a Barbados that focuses and depends primarily on tourism and other services. But it is time for us to evolve industry in Barbados to a place that sets us up for the future. And if you look at this manifesto, when you have it on page 54, it tells you how we plan to transform the economy of this country through reindustrialization. Because we as a people need to not only be consumers, we got to be designers, and we have to be inventors, and we have to make things and export things. We have to be able to compete globally with others. We have to be able to do industry smarter. We got to do things faster, and we have to be more specialized. And so, as we seek to reindustrialize Barbados, this manifesto will tell you what our plans are. One big initiative that I want you to remember is called GIGA, G-I-G-A, GIGA. It stands for the Green Industrialization Gateway Advantage. A lot of big words that I will break down. But what you need to know about GIGA is that there are GIGA zones that will be in St. Lucie, that will be in St. Andrew, that will be in Christchurch, that will be in St. Philip, that will be in Bridgetown, because the reindustrialization being brought by the Barbados Labour Party is the kind of reindustrialization that includes all. And I'm going to tell you, people of St. Lucie, are you here? Part of this GIGA is to move large-scale manufacturing to St. Lucie and create a manufacturing hub in St. Lucie that will bring jobs to the people in that area. Anybody here from St. Andrew? That is where the green electricity zone, which is a bioenergy park, basically what that means is that you're using waste of different types to create energy for industry. It is the intention that Greenland in St. Andrew will become the GIGA location for our green electricity zone. And if there's anybody here from Christchurch, Christchurch, as part of this GIGA plan, will have the life sciences and the science zone for research and development. And when I talk about life sciences, it sounds like a big lot enough stuff. But it's really when you're talking about medical devices and pharmaceuticals and different technologies that you use in medicine that would focus on diagnosing and treating and preventing diseases. That is the Life Sciences Center set for Newton. And anybody from Bridgetown? Bridgetown is about to see a digital skills zone where you can live, you can work, and you can learn in the very same environment. That is what is set for Pelican Bridgetown. And anybody from St. Philip? The reindustrialization that relates to St. Philip is where more of the pharmaceutical and the industrial machinery elements of what we will do will take place. The intention is that all of Barbados will participate as part of the GIGA reindustrialization strategy. And let us talk also about regional agro-processing hub. It is the intention as part of our reindustrialization to make Barbados a regional agro-processing hub. And what does that mean? It means that right now we grow a lot of agricultural stuff and we either use it or we sell it in just the form that we grow it. Agro-processing now allows us to add value and to process it and develop it into products that will earn us a whole lot more money. Agro-processing is that bridge between farming and industry. And that has to be the way in which we go. You will notice that the tissue culture lab being done through Minister Ware, that lab is almost ready. And what that is going to do as part of that agro-processing push will be to ensure that we can, in a sterile environment, grow our new products and do research and development so that we have a better yield. I am told that I have to wrap up, so let me not tell you much more about the regional agro-processing hub that we will become, and tell you about the fact that we plan to launch to assist the small and medium businesses, the National Robotics and Advanced Manufacturing Capability Center. What that means is that a number of small and medium enterprises will want to use robotics and other technologies, but they don't have the money themselves to be able to make that investment. So what we're gonna do, we are going to set up that National Capability Center to boost the capacity of all of them so to do. The Barbados Labour Party, we will continue to pursue a very bold strategy, because all that we need for reindustrialization does not only exist in Barbados, it exists around the world. And we intend to build relationships across Africa, Latin America, and wherever else in the world we can find the expertise of people who will be able to work with us. That was a lot. But what I want to say to you, and I hope you take away as I wrap up, is that the reindustrialization of Barbados is a sincere effort for us to put more money in the pockets of the people here, for us to grow opportunities for investment, and for us to ensure that as the world is changing, Barbados is not left behind. The world we are in is not the world it used to be when tourism could be the only thing we depend on. And Barbados, we cannot stand around, look at the world changing around us and say, hey, well, look at things. What we have to do is put strategies and plans in place to ensure that we look to opportunity, we create opportunity, and Barbados becomes the land of opportunity.